I did it. Hi.
Yo,
Yeah.
Going. How's everybody doing?
I'm
Good.
doing all right.
Good.
Yeah. Enjoying y'all Sunday,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Unfortunately.
Sunday evening.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it is a beautiful Sunday. And the
It is
reason
raining.
it is a beautiful Sunday
I ain't gonna
is
lie.
because,
I'm ready for winter time.
yeah, I can agree.
It's a
I
rainy
can
Sunday.
agree on that one.
That is way too hot out here, bro. Like I have done with nothing but 90s and hundreds the whole goddamn summer. I am
Mm,
ready for some snow.
yeah, I can agree with that one. The weather doesn't know what it wants to be. But the reason it is a glorious Sunday is because we are 1 week removed from the big. It is called the biggest party of the summer. But it's not the reason it is a Sunday. It is a special Sunday because we are here to talk about our experience and our time at the biggest party of the summer. For some of y'all to know, a group of us, I should say, a group of us went to SummerSlam this year. We all took planes, trains, automobiles. We flew ourselves out to Minnesota, and we attended the show. We had a great time. We have some memories to share. We got experiences to talk about. So our weekend started on Thursday. We all flew in Thursday. We all got a house together. Uh, nothing really too exciting happened on Thursday. Um, Friday, we went to go see the Mall of America, which that is an experience and a half. Let me tell you. So we're here. Um, we're all here to share our experiences. So first things first, I'm gonna ask y'all. What y'all think of our time there? What y'all think, Miss Marie? You go first.
Okay. My experience was actually amazing. This was like my first big four PLE that has been checked off my bucket list. When I could say that I actually went to a SummerSlam, it was somebody asked me, have you been to SummerSlam? I'm like, yes. I've actually been to a SummerSlam. My first big four PLE. Besides, yeah.
Come on, how about you, Mister HBK down there? You were one of the six that came up to the White North with us.
Yeah, like Marie said, this is my first Big Four PLE. I've been to numerous Monday Night Raws, SmackDown. I've been to AEW, Dynamite, Collision. But my first time in a main four PLE, and my first time being in a football stadium or basketball arena.
Your first time being in a
Yep.
football stadium or a basketball stadium. All right, well that's cool. What'd you think about in a football stadium for the first time? I know it's a lot different than it's definitely a lot different than being in these small shows.
Yeah, down where I stay, we don't have big teams like that, but that arena was big, loud, and rowdy. And I can't imagine a football game going on there. I know that would be louder than before what we had experienced.
Yeah, man, it's it's definitely an experience. Hopefully, some of y'all, if y'all have never been to an NFL game or a college game, it's definitely it's definitely worth the experience. But on Friday, we went to the Mall of America. We saw, we conquered. That mall is not only were we there on a normal Friday, we were actually there while they were setting up a wrestling show, which was really interesting. While we were walking around, there was just this huge ass wrestling ring in one of the wide open areas. It was really cool to see. But again, we're gonna start with Marie. What was your favorite part about that mall?
The mall. Oh my goodness. The Nickelodeon universe. The fact that they had a built-in amusement park, which is crazy. That was a first. Like, I've never seen a built-in amusement park like that. And then Legoland was actually pretty cool. And going into Tom Brady's card vault was awesome.
Yeah, man. Those trading card stores are very, very, can be very, very scary and very, very deadly, especially if you're somebody who's heavily into the hobby. Mr. HBK, what do you think?
Like you said, that Mall of America was big, and also it was big, and that's, if y'all don't know, when y'all read up top, that's the number one mall in America, and the number one we're literally the number one mall of America in the world, and everybody knew about it because it shows right at the top of there. And if y'all didn't notice, also Minneapolis airport is the number one airport. It says up there too. But going back to what we were talking about, it was big, quite experience, and like Mac mentioned, that same ring that he mentioned is the same ring that Eddie Kingston did a match at later on that night.
Oh shit!
And a match later on, which me and Mac is going to tell you about.
Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later once we get to Saturday.
Yeah.
But fun fact for those who did not know, the Mall of America is actually where the first ever WCW was aired. So it was cool because they set up the ring in the exact spot where they had the first ever WCW show. It was pretty unique. But while we were there, we saw the new Spider-Man movie. We're not gonna talk
Don't
about.
Don't spoil me because I wasn't with y'all.
We're not.
Yep, we're not gonna talk about that too much because there's somebody in here who has not seen it.
But it's to be
What I
to
will
watch.
say is it was a movie.
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
But yeah, that's basically Friday. After we were done at the mall, we just went and hung out. Saturday is where the real fun begins. So
Yep.
Saturday, we woke up and went to WrestleCon, and that was really an experience. That was Marie still has her bracelet. I lost my bracelet, unfortunately.
You lost your bracelet?
I
I
put
did.
mine in my archive.
I lost it, but that's all right. We still got pictures. But not only did we go, but we got there early enough that some of the wrestlers were still arriving. So while we were sitting waiting in the hotel lobby, a couple of wrestlers came by and said hi to us. The big highlight was Will Ospreay came by and said hi to us. It was,
So what's up, bro?
yeah, he called bruv. So we are forever the Internet Screw Bros from here on out.
Yeah.
but
No offering.
it was definitely a surreal thing. I personally I've never been to one of those conventions before, so I didn't know what to expect. It was really fun um, seeing all the older wrestlers the the AEW independent wrestlers. I got to meet one of my NXT favorites. Andre Chase was there. Um, y'all got to meet a couple other wrestlers. So, Miss Marie, let's hear about it. What'd you
WrestleCon.
think? What'd you think of WrestleCon?
It was really cool. Like I got to talk to Ciampa. Ciampa's a really cool guy. Shout out to Tommaso Ciampa. He's a really cool guy. Got to have a conversation with RVD. Tell us about his experience with the whole match with him and Cena at ECW One Night Stand. That was really cool for him to share his stories. Then I bumped into we saw Rhino, of course. Saw Maya World. Shout out to Maya World. She's really nice. She saw Maya World. She's really nice.
Mm.
Saw Tekla. We saw Mina Shirakawa.
Shout out Tekla.
Yep. I shook
And Mina.
I shook Layla's hand. Shot Layla. Of course, I saw Kelly, JoJo. Rest in peace, Bray, man. Such a sweetheart, JoJo. Who else did I see? Booker T and his wife Charmel. Who else did I see? Zelina. The Iconics. Chavo. I saw Rikishi. What else did I see? Honky Tonk, Rick Martel, Tito Santana. It was pretty much like star show. Oh, I can't forget one. Karrion Kross and his wife. Karrion Kross. Shout out Karrion Kross. The work he's doing in MLW. Like, such a good guy. And Christopher Daniels, the fallen angel. But overall, my WrestleCon experience was actually really fun.
Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that your first convention was a starstruck afternoon. Morning, I should say, because our afternoon got even crazier. Mr. HBK, what did you think?
Yeah, now for me, before going to WrestleCon, I have witnessed and seen over 150 wrestlers before, and that's not even counting the tally of the number of times I've seen people. So, it's very good experience. I met some new people. I met Bo. I met Rowan. I met Joe Gacy, Loomis, Maya World. Let me see. I met Booker T. I met Queen Charmel, and she said she want my hair. I met Ciampa. I met Jeff Cobb. Hold up. I met CD for Daniels. I'm scrolling. I met Mick Foley again. I met him Gascon a couple years ago. I think that's about it. We met me and Marie. We met the Inspiration.
Yeah.
Inspiration. We saw Jeff Jarrett and Karen Jarrett.
Shout out Slime Nuts.
Oh, we even spoke to Killer Cross, Zelina Vega. Yeah, fun. Our homie Arsenio, he shook Zelina Vega hand. He said, "I'm not even gonna watch this hand anymore." Overall,
that was so.
My overall experience of WrestleCon. Even though I met some of the wrestlers already, it was one hell of an experience. Next time, there's some people I really wanted to see, but they wasn't there. But we had one hell of a time. But also on that Saturday, me and Mac, I went to my first GCW show. Mac went to his second GCW show, where we ran into the late great Brody Lee son, Brody Lee Jr., which is undefeated right now. We've seen the next generation of Styles Avery Styles wrestled, and he got put over, saying he could be a future WrestleMania main eventer, a future Hall of Famer, and all of that. We see Megan Bain, Joey Janela. Oh, and we was this close to Natalia right beside us. She walked right past us.
She didn't just walk right past us. She started crashing out to the
Yeah.
fan next to us.
Oh
The
yeah, and I
person
don't know.
standing right next to us.
Yeah, I
I
don't know if
don't know
y'all.
why.
Yeah, I don't know if y'all seen on social media, but Natalia also commented on her experience at GCW, talking about how Avery Styles is the future of the business. And I saw something about giving him his props and stuff, like he's one hell in the ring. He won the lose just for the best business. Uh, he's not like certain people that don't want to take losses. Then we also another post from somebody from GCW, someone I don't know who, but they said something about how Avery Styles didn't want to help break down the ring after he compete. But at the end of the day, that man's getting paid to wrestle, not to break down stuff. But
That's just
my
somebody trying to
first
be heel.
GCW show was yeah. So my first GCW show, it was fun. I wanted to see somebody get more blood in one of them light tube matches, but I ain't got that. But I did see somebody go through a door though.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun for time. What about you,
Yeah.
Matt?
Like Dennis said, this is my second. I know it's my third because I went to 2 last year. Obviously, this one was a little more toned down than the last year. I was at I went to SummerSlam last year in New Jersey, and they had a show the night before, night one, which I went to, which that was definitely a crazy night. I got beer spilled on me. I got hit with a couple of glass shards. It was pretty fun. But the day after was, I believe it was the second or it was the third to last blood sport. So they took the ropes off the ring and they basically made it like a style matches the whole time. That got pretty hectic because I saw Natalia beat the shit out of Masha Slamovich, which was really fun. But this show seemed a little more toned down from what I'm used to and what I've seen. But it was still a very fun experience. Obviously, Natalia crashing out next to us. Seeing Avery Styles, that kid's a stud. He's gonna go far. I will say I'm glad that he's the right way. He's going the independent route rather than trying to use his last name. Kind of like Brody Lee Jr. I'm glad he's doing it the right way and not his dad's last name. It was a lot of fun. I highly recommend, if you've never gone to a GCW show, go at least once. Just be warned, because the rules are very different. That way, it is. You can say whatever you want. You can't act however you want, but it's a lot more up close and personal. Like, I would say the front row seats to the front row seats to the ring were probably 2 feet away, rather than standard.
Yeah, we literally seen Megan Bain. We saw Megan Bain go get suicide dive right onto the floor basically.
Megan probably flew into the first 4 rows. It was crazy. but I highly recommend it.
Yeah, nothing about GW is unlike WWE and AEW. They surprised when people return when they because Max seen the Hardys before, I think so, and we definitely expected Shanti. I mean, we definitely expected Shanti to come answer a challenge to what's Karma.
Whoever it was.
Yeah.
I will say too. A lot of GCW is a lot of, I don't want to say name wrestlers, but a lot of little known wrestlers. Put it that way. Megan Bain was a surprise though. She was not expected. There was one other surprise. I can't remember.
Well, I know. Joe Gacy debuted after me and Mac disappeared.
Yep, Joe Gacy debuted and attacked the GCW World Champion
Atticus Cogar.
So I believe it was this past Thursday. They had Joe Gacy's independent name Joseph Sawyer.
No, Mac. It was during the main event with Atticus Cogar and that dude, and we had to dip off the SummerSlam.
Yep.
Yeah.
But on to while we were at GCW, the rest of our crew was over at the convention center for the SummerSlam takeover, day 2 of that. So the one person who was there up in the top right corner of your screen, Miss Marie. Talk to us about that. How was your experience?
So walking into my first ever takeover experience was really cool. Like experiencing a takeover like that was really dope. It was like you had like interactive stuff. You had the entrances. You had other stuff. You had the superstore. Then you had what else you did? You could make your own card where you could jump off the thing. It was like so much over. Then you had the WWE club, which yeah. But not only my experience was fun, I got my first photo op. And I got to meet the one and only, I will pull this up, I know, the one and only AAA Mega Champion, Dirty Dom Mysterio. And let me just tell you about that experience. Well, my experience with meeting Dom, okay, I was online. I was just like when I was just like called that thing, I was just like nervous. I was like, okay. So I saw him like through the screens. It was like, oh my gosh, I'm actually meeting one of my favorites. And so when it was my turn. I was like, hi. And then he was like, basically tell me, oh, I don't bite. Just take a picture. I'm like, okay. I just told him, and then he goes like, you're the greatest Mysterio of all time, and gave him a hug. Nicest guy I've ever met. Dom is the nicest person like as far as like meet and greet. Before I did my photo op, I saw Javon Evans coming out the photo op. It was really cool, super dope. Javon was really fun. He was him. Javon was really him. And I got to meet one of these TikTok content creators that I've like been following for a while. She like does these like tips and stuff like that about wrestling shows when photo ops and free meet and greets are coming out. Her name was shout out, and I got her bracelet. Shout out to the tribal nurse, the TikToker content creator that I met. Her name was Tribal Nurse, and really fun. I had a good experience. Like after my photo op, I was just like, I met Dom. Okay, then walked around. It's like I got to explore like what takeover really was, because it was like very interactive. It was like they had so much to do. Of course, the lines for Tiffany Stratton was crazy. The line for Dan Houser was automatically crazy. But Like my overall experience during Takeover that Saturday was amazing. Like I would definitely do it all over again. Like I said, like I would do it all over again because it was like one of the most best experiences that I have enjoyed. Besides not seeing Becky and
So,
Seth that day, because I saw them. I saw Becky the next day. So yeah, but like I said, the like overall that first day Takeover, awesome, but busy Impact. Yeah.
It definitely was, and that takes us all the way up to night one,
Yep.
which night one of SummerSlam is definitely an interesting story. Excuse me. Night one, I would argue, was much better than night one of WrestleMania. I think the whole was better than WrestleMania, but we'll get to that. So, Mr. HBK, talk to us about your experience at a. Well, you talked about being in a football stadium for the first time, but it's as you've seen, it's a lot different for a wrestling show than it is for a football game. It's not like not like the Vikings play in a lot of games in the summer or in the winter, but it's yeah.
Yeah, for me,
Talk to me about being your first ever big show.
it was big. It was big, and it was big, loud, and one hell of a time. And dang, what about season? Oh, the aura in the arena for the wrestlers coming out. I embraced it and felt them coming out. And I ain't hear them cheers being pushed in over the intercom. This is real aura that all them wrestlers got. It was fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. What was your favorite part? What was your favorite part and your least favorite part of night one?
Um, let me see. My favorite part was Randy Orton return, which I kind of figured it was going to happen. And least favorite, even though I seen it coming, Paige getting turned on. I seen it coming.
Yeah.
Actually, no. My least favorite is my least favorite is Brie Bella. Brie Bella and Bella Twist. Because they had to do Paige like that. They could have waited till Monday. Yep. What about you, Mac?
Yeah. Well,
I know.
This is my. Hold on. This is my fourth Big Four PLE.
Oh wow!
Because I've been to WrestleMania 27. We're not going to talk about that.
You were there.
I was there. In all its WrestleMania-ness. That way. I will say I met my first ever there. The first wrestler I ever met was Kofi Kingston, and that's why he was one of my favorites. But went to that. I went to WrestleMania 40. Went to 2, and then SummerSlam last year, and then this one. So, with that being said, this was definitely the better of the two night ones that I've been to. Last night one was cool because we had Seth Rollins faking his injury and throwing down the crutches, running down doing all that. We had Gunther and CM Punk on a pretty solid classic in the main event on night one. But this year I would say is much better. My favorite moment was definitely my tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, stealing that itch Jey Uso's theme, his gimmick, and whatever it is that he tries to do to get himself over, and he did better than him. He ran it better than Jey Uso ever could. So that was definitely my favorite best moment of the night. My least favorite moment was definitely that 6-woman tag match. Unfortunately, the news that Brie Bella got sidelined during matches is sad, but also before that, I just didn't think that
those tag team belts are cursed. Let's be real.
They're very cursed. But
same thing with that women's championship, which we'll get to later.
Yeah, but that that women's tag match, it just wasn't the greatest. So, but Miss Marie, favorite and least favorite.
Okay, I'm gonna start with my stinker. I'm gonna start with the stinker first, which was the Bellas, the tag match. Honestly, I love me some Fatal Influence. So, I ain't gonna lie, I love Fatal Influence. But other than that, we all knew what was gonna happen at the end. To me, honestly, being honest, they just pointed out it was the obvious. We all knew the Bells was gonna turn on Paige. Like it's nothing new. It was nothing new to me. I kind of knew Fatal Influence was gonna win at this point, but my favorite part was definitely Solo. Shout out to Mr. I love you, Solo. Nah, Solo, like that was I enjoyed that moment. Thank gosh. Shout out to Solo for doing that moment. And my another thing that I really enjoyed was, of course, the return of the Viper, Mr. Randy Orton himself. It's back. That was also one of my favorite moments. I have voices. But nah, I ain't gonna lie. Cody's Street Fighter entrance, that was fire. I ain't gonna lie. That was fire. That Humble was fire. With Street Fighter, coming in theaters October. Yeah.
Which we will definitely. Well, I don't know about y'all, but I will definitely be in that movie theater night one.
Most definitely.
Yeah. Definitely.
Night one, there is one thing we forgot. I almost forgot to mention. We went to the post show afterwards. After the show was over, we got to go to the post show. Before we get to that post show, I know he's might not be well liked now. We do just want to say thank you, Brock. As Saturday was his final wrestling match of his career. Love, hated. It's just for me personally, it just felt surreal because it's another one of my childhood heroes. I remember when he came back that Raw after WrestleMania 28. I can't believe I'm saying 14 years ago, but it's just surreal thinking that we're never going to see Brock Lesnar potentially in a wrestling match ever, and we were there to see it. It's just like John Cena. We were there for John Cena's retirement. We've been there for Brock Lesnar's retirement. Who's next? We'll be there for that one too. But we did stay for the post show afterwards, and I will say, a couple of us got on TV from where we were standing, so that was pretty cool. But that ends night one. We didn't do much afterwards. We were exhausted. Night two.
Wait, can I say something about? I forgot to say something about night one. Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
So to touch up on the Brock thing, it's crazy that you mentioned it. Out of this, now it's gonna be Randy's last of the class. So now it's just Randy. Cena's gone. AJ, yeah. Batista's gone.
Batista's in Hollywood.
Yeah.
Which
It's like now it's like Randy or it's like the last of the class of 02. OVW, man.
Yep.
It's been real. It's like I just know like my childhood. Like my childhood is like, damn, it's come to an end. Like my childhood like has come to an end. Like,
yeah, we're watching ourselves become adults.
right, like we are.
It's surreal.
Yeah, because I grew up watching.
It'd be
I remember when he
honestly.
won the Rumble.
It was like watching. Well, I wasn't there for it, but put it into another sports perspective. Watching Tom Brady's last game, we knew after 2022 season that it was most likely his last game. That playoff game was over. At least me as a Patriots fan, I was like, I'm never going to see him on a football field again. Obviously, he does commentary now, and he's really good at it, but it hits differently. But on to night two.
Well, hold up, man.
Oh.
You're forgetting one thing.
What are we
Me and
forgetting?
Kyrie had a photo op too. Me and Kyrie had a photo op too.
Oh, we're getting to
That was day two.
That was Sunday, yeah.
Yeah, that's where we're at.
Oh, yeah.
We're on to night two. I called it night two.
Yeah.
I just called it night two.
See, me and Kyrie photo op with Rey Mysterio. It wasn't like Marie's where she had the time to talk, the Dom and stuff like that. It was like a snatch and go. We lined up our photos, took a photo of them, and what I did, and I said, I told Ray, you're the best luchador of the Mysterio family. I'm like Dom.
Oh my goodness!
And then I walked off.
You still beat him though. One of your favorites.
Yep.
Another childhood hero. Ray's time is coming soon too.
Yeah, it is.
It's crazy that he's still wrestling at the level that he is.
Yeah.
That's why they had him become the general manager of AAA, though, because he's easy way out of the wrestling ring. But that can be a whole other discussion for another day.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, day two, we went to the takeover thing again. It was fun. We saw Miles Bourne, Lizzie Rain, Tony D, Dion Lennox,
Ricky Saints.
Ricky Saints. I think those were the big ones.
And I saw Becky.
Miles
Marie saw
Bourne and Lizzie
And
Wayne.
I saw Paige too. So yeah.
Oh, you saw Paige too?
Yeah.
I don't want to say I wasn't paying attention because it's rude, but those takeover things, they're in my opinion, they're fun for a while, and then I was like, all right.
Oh wait, I forgot something. Even though we touched on night one, we touched on the takeover of night one. I did see Lola Vice that first night of takeover. I did see Lola Vice.
Oh,
I did see Lola
cool.
Vice. Yeah.
Shout out Lola. She's most likely about called up to Monday Night Raw tomorrow night.
Yep.
But yeah, on to night two. Well, actually, before we got there, some of us made the dumb decision to go out to eat right before the show. Me and our other friend, who's not here right now, decided we wanted to go out. So, because we did, shout out Minneapolis food, by the way, it's delicious, but we actually got there late. We walked in. Nick Aldis was announcing the opening match was becoming a triple threat, and as walking into the stadium, we hear Gunther's music. But that's not it. Because as we're walking to our seats, we hear another wrestler's music come up because he announced it was going to be a fatal four-way match. And when this happened, I kid you not, Marie and our other friend Arsenio, who is not here right now, watched them put that. He did too. I watched the three of them jump higher than I've ever seen in my life. It was probably one of the funniest things. Just wanted to touch on it because it was hilarious.
It was. And that's how I lost my voice.
She jumped so high she damn near put a hole in for the stadium.
Mm-hmm.
It was funny. And then Arsenio almost tripped over his own shoes celebrating. It was wonderful.
Yeah. And I'm just saying, dang, y'all act like you ain't surprised. We all knew Kevin Owens was coming back.
Unfortunately, there was a spoiler online. Some of us did see that he was there, but to those who didn't see, it was wonderful. So
I mean, they said he was there, but they never said he was going to wrestle.
Yeah, but I kind of figured he was gonna come out there. So I'm good at predicting stuff. I'm not perfect, but I know when somebody about to come out.
I thought he was going to enter and help Sami Zayn win. I did, but then it got turned into a triple threat, and we're like, oh, now he's definitely interfering. But then he came out and he won. That's a shocker and a half because now he's going to be wrestling CM Punk in 12 days for the title in Toronto, which hopefully he wins. I hope he does.
He better win, honestly.
Fun fact, that's how my voice got. That's how I lost my voice. Kayla returned.
Yep. Marie lost her voice. Arsenio lost his voice. It was definitely an experience, but on to night two. Night two definitely it picked up where night one left off. It was moment after moment after moment. It was, I would argue, night two was better than WrestleMania night two, as good as that was. But back to us, Mr. HBK. Favorite, least favorite moment? Anything to you?
My least favorite is not having that fatal five-way for the championship because Rhea is injured.
Well, we still had the fatal five. We still had the five-way, but it was just different.
Yeah, it was for the interim. It should have been for the title.
Well, they announced last night that it's permanent.
Okay, my favorite is the human pose of the money's match, where the wannabe luchador got first and beat. I enjoy watching the Judgment Day get demolished, mutilated.
Anything on a pole, you automatically assume is going to be bad.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean,
my favorite part of the day.
Dave Meltzer rated it a solid half a star.
Yeah, but my other favorite
I
part.
know why you're saying this, Dennis. I know why you're saying this because I know why you're about to say this.
Then my other favorite thing is how Roman and Seth's story finally ended. Yeah, that's
The storytelling between Roman and Seth is just amazing. I mean, they're fun fact, they're best of friends in real life too.
Of course.
But them as opponents, I hope that's not the last time we're ever see them wrestle each other. But I hope it's the last time for the reason. But Miss Marie, talk to us. Least favorite, anything that stuck out to you?
Okay, so night 2. Let's just say, as much as I'm a Dom fan, I did not like the monies on the pole match. I will save that conversation for later because, yeah, for another day. But anyways, okay. Money's okay. For me, I had to say one of my favorites was actually Roman and Seth, especially the storytelling and the way it ended. But I will sneak in my favorite thing. Chelsea Green winning the ladder match. Oh my gosh. I was I didn't even I don't know, for some reason, I haven't watched much of Chelsea Green's work. When I went back and watched some of her work in her early days, amazing. She's came so far. She's came so far, and then the fact that she won, nobody expected her to win, because people want the obvious 3 people that was gonna win that match was damn near Charlotte, Jade, or Tiffany. But the fact that, and I was thinking this in my mind, and I had a feeling during this night too, and I was thinking before night 2, I was thinking, what if we get blindsided and they have Chelsea win the belt, which actually happened. I knew the obvious. I felt like they had the obvious predictions, but for me, I went with Chelsea winning because nobody expected Chelsea to climb that ladder and win. Nobody did. We all thought she was gonna be well, that's another topic. But and another one. Shout out to Chad Gable, man. Chad fucking Gable. Chad Gable winning the Intercontinental title. Finally, guys. He's done it. Finally done it. But in his hometown.
That was my favorite moment. Chad Gable winning that belt after, not only should he have won it in 23 against Gunther, but he should have won it at WrestleMania 40 against Gunther as well. But better late than never, I guess. I mean, they put Chad Gable through the ringer from Shorty G to El Grande Americano. Even though El Grande Americano did really well in AAA, and it's still really well in AAA, but finally, at least at the top of the mid card, will he ever win the World Championship? Probably not. But this is definitely a great a great spot for Chad to be in.
Yeah,
That was definitely my.
one thing I can say about Chad Gable is after all the times he lost, that man went to go find himself and become El Gran Americano on one of the best runs he ever had, and proceed to get over with the luchadors even after his mask had taken off. That man getting cheered. So I like the way they built up his character back up again, just for him to win his championship in Minneapolis, his hometown.
Yeah.
Not only did he do a good job, he also got hurt in the middle of his El Grande Americano run. I don't know if y'all remember, but he was hurt. I think it was it the summer of last year?
Yeah.
I think he got injured in May.
Because that's when Ludwig took over.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
the fact that he came back and still crushed it, because we're not going to talk about it much, but him and Ludwig put on a bad at that pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Arguably one of the matches of the year.
Yeah, and also from Chad Gable going to Dominican Luchador saying Luchador ain't the best, to him going into, so this all leads back to how he talked about luchadors shouldn't be up here. For him to finally make amends with all the luchadors and end up beating Penta and get it and get a handshake from Penta.
Shout out Penta too. Penta did a great job
Yep. Not
losing that belt.
Not Penta can go off TV and go to Triple A for a bit.
I don't think he's gonna do that.
No,
I think he's gonna be in the Money in the Bank picture.
No, he's announced for next week Triple A event.
He's facing Laredo Kid tomorrow.
Yeah, he facing Laredo Kid tomorrow, but it's also announced next week on Triple A. El Gran Americano and Dom face off. We also get Penta make an appearance. Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna stay in AAA long. That's just maybe a 1 to 2 week thing, because I believe they're gonna try and move him into the world title scene.
Yeah.
Should.
But I think if you beat, I know if he faces Roman, I feel like he's, in a way, he's not. Roman, low key, Roman's winning. Yeah, I know that.
Well, yeah, Roman's not losing that title.
Nope.
Roman's not losing that title, I don't think, until Obafemi's ready to beat him.
Yeah, because it's like, I think they're gonna have Penta and him and Penta go after the Penta and him and Ray Phoenix go after the titles. I think they're probably gonna, after this, they're probably gonna put him into the tag division, Penta into the tag division.
Maybe after Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Well,
because I do think he's gonna be in Money in the Bank, as he should be in Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also another thing. Nothing this past weekend. Officially, Zilla Fatu's finished with MLW now. I mean, not MLW.
Right. HOG.
HOG, yeah.
Yeah. But you know what we forgot to touch on with night 2? Baron Corbin winning the U.S. title.
Oh yeah, and that too.
Baron Corbin winning the U.S. title, which is crazy. I didn't expect him. That was like that. In a way, that was way out of left field. It was way out of left field. It was like the fact that he came back to prove his point. I'm like, yo, I'm here. Like he's like, I'm making a voice for myself, and he won.
Yeah, and not to know also he's two belt Corbin too, for now, because him and Dijak got defended titles against the Good Brothers next Saturday.
But shout out to Trick though. I definitely enjoyed Trick's title reign. Trick had a really good title reign. We cannot sit here and say
you know what this sets up?
What?
Williams in the Bank, bruh.
Yeah, because
I'm so here for it.
You know, it's crazy that you say that. It's been reports saying that they're having him wanting to win Money in the Bank.
You should.
Yeah, that's been the reports that's been going around. What I've been reading on my
goodness.
phone. The reports been going around saying that they want him to win Money in the Bank. But
Could
then
y'all-
crazy with being that Corbin won the title. Because I remember you guys showed me what Melo posted on Twitter. Well, X.
Yep. He posted a picture of the Eminem Kill Shot album.
Well, with Baron Corbin's face.
Baron Corbin's face.
So that's, I think, Melo's trying.
That's coming.
Melo's trying to get his gold back. Which I'm not.
Don't they have a match next?
Yeah, it's Melo versus Corbin next Friday.
I'm not mad at it.
In Boston.
Mm-hmm.
In Boston?
The reason I say in Boston is because that's Carmelo Hayes' hometown.
Yeah.
So I hope they don't, but they might start playing hop with the U.S. Championship.
Which is gonna annoy me.
We'll see.
Yeah.
How you dumb to do right now?
It would be. I mean, unless you throw Baron Corbin in the Money in the Bank picture, which I don't think to do that either, because he just came back and he already won Money in the Bank once before.
And we don't want to go. We'll go into that detail for another day, another time.
Yeah, we'll have a Money in the Bank related episode as we're closer. Because that Money in the Bank isn't until October this year.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then announcement. They just just announced that Rumble is going to be 2 nights.
Well, wait, is it officially 2 nights?
From what reports,
Did they just announce that, or did they say they're looking into it?
No, the Rumble. The last year, the Rumble will be a one-night event thing. Is this February coming up? After this one coming up, they go into 2-nighters.
Starting in 2028.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you. Now, here's why I say thank you. Because you can put more matches on the show.
Or in third case, more ads.
Yeah.
That too.
Yeah, but that's a future episode we're going to get to eventually.
Yep. We'll talk about that come Rumble time.
Yeah.
But after that, Monday we hung out. Didn't really do much because our guys flew home Monday, and then the rest of us flew home Tuesday, and that's it. That ends our SummerSlam weekend.
Oh yeah, we watched.
No, we got Monday Raw together.
You all watched Raw.
We did watch Raw together. Not only did we watch Raw, we watched both Mortal Kombat movies. Which, if y'all haven't seen those movies, watch them. They are awesome.
I've seen more.
We also saw the fire promo battle between Knight and Woman.
Yep. And Mac watched The Waterboy for the first.
Yeah, of Stephanie Baker. Yeah.
Yeah, we saw Stephanie come back, and that outfit, my gosh!
We saw Big Cass.
Big Cass came back. I like what they're doing with them, too. I think since not coming back, at least for now, I like what they're doing. If Enzo comes back, I hope that they don't put him in the tag division, because we don't need Enzo and Cass again. As fun and gimmick as they were, we don't need them.
Yeah, but nah.
I like what they're doing. They're setting up Big Cass to be a killer, and that's what he should be.
And then they're setting up Braun and Oba.
Braun and Oba, which give me every day.
But you know it's crazy that we mentioned that it's giving that it's planting the seeds that division, which is a flop. We gotta admit that division is a flop. We have to admit that they're dropping those titles because they're planting the seeds of broadening the division.
It also sets up Brian Reed coming back whenever that happens.
Man, shout out Bronson Reed, man.
Yeah, he's been out for a while, unfortunately.
Yeah, but this time he coming back to look a little thinner, so I don't know about the tsunami anymore.
But he is come back with a vengeance. Who knows?
It's true.
But who knows what's going to happen when Bronson Reed comes back.
But yeah, that basically that ends our SummerSlam weekend. As we are all back home, voices have been regained.
Yeah.
Memories have been had. It's on to the next one.
Oh,
or whenever that is.
I forgot something.
Sunday night main event.
Well, Monday Night Raw.
Oh, what'd you forget with Raw?
Okay, so the Becky and Liv segment. She kind of, I feel like with Becky, she kind of just got into the head of Liv Morgan. She planted. I feel like Becky is planting those seeds, which, you know, made Raquel when Becky said, "Oh, you're basically Raquel and Roxanne are in your shadow."
Well, hey, shout out Becky Lynch for insinuating that she slept with Dominic Mysterio.
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
It was.
Yeah.
But this SummerSlam was definitely a great show. After the misses that WWE has been putting on for these months post WrestleMania, this was definitely a nice palate cleanser. It's going to be interesting to see what we do going forward, especially with Money in the Bank coming up in October.
Yeah, because it's like
Roman's gonna stay champion for a while. Kevin Owens might potentially dethrone CM Punk, which would be crazy.
Yeah.
Cody finally might heal. Finally.
I don't want to put my money on it.
I believe when I see it.
Yeah.
After what he said to Randy 2 nights ago, I think it's more possible now than it's ever been. I'll still believe it when I see it, but I think the seed planted if they choose to go that way.
And it's like, I don't know, for some reason with this, I'm glad that this feud is getting a non-title because this feud did not need a title for what? For dumbass, Lord forgive me, and excuse my language, dumbass Pat McAfee to be involved in this story. You didn't need that. You didn't need that. I would not had a problem if a championship was involved or Fool over there got involved. I'd rather Cody and Randy have a non-title story, which we got what we wanted. But I want to see how this non-title story is going to go going forward. Like, how is it going to be booked? How is they're going to portray Cody and Randy like throughout this story? How is it going to like are we getting any like type of match stipulations like going forward? Like Max said, this is like Max said, so I feel like SummerSlam, post SummerSlam, was like in a way, a palate cleanser. Like a palate cleanser, because it was just like, now it's like we're about to get some storylines that we need, like some fresh storylines. Like I said, we're getting Oba and Braun, which is fresh. This is a freshly new story. We're getting what we wanted, non-title Randy and Cody feud. We're getting KO and CM Punk, which I'm definitely looking forward to. And I wouldn't be surprised if KO takes that title off of Punk. Roman's not a banger after a banger.
Especially with All In coming up.
Exactly.
Yup.
Because
Because
you
you
could transition to what's been going on in the AEW
yeah,
sphere.
because you already know, like Marie says, it'll get better and better. Because you know, Mercedes and Willow's gonna cook. Osprey and Kenny gonna
Willow
cook.
should win that match.
The
I'm just
Bucks,
being
Yes,
real.
she should.
and CNC is gonna cook. We're gonna get Kyle Fletcher versus somebody.
Probably getting Fletcher versus Okada.
Yeah, and I'm gonna let you get into this AEW talk, Kenny.
All right, so we just had Grand Slam Mexico, but actually we'll talk about redemption because a lot of things were set up for redemption. I would say my favorite thing from redemption was Maya World surprisingly beating Sheeta. I did not expect it. I thought it was. They already had the match at Grand Slam Mexico.
Oh yeah.
Well,
God.
oh yeah, they did.
I have some
I
AEW.
think All In is going to be Okada versus Fletcher.
Or
Oh,
it's
yeah,
gonna be all three of them.
I got some AEW news though.
I can see that.
I got some AEW news. So
Let's hear it.
this coming Wednesday, it's going to be Nick Wayne versus MJF versus Speedball Mike Bailey
Yeah.
for the number 2 spot at the Casino Gauntlet for All In.
Yeah. They set that up on Collision.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Also, I got this one.
Also, we might be getting the New Day.
Unless she assumes a backstage role, but
We might be getting
So this-
the New Day
this is-
All In.
we might be.
We
Austin
already got the
Reed,
Motor City
Sophie.
Machine Guns in AEW. Which honestly,
How do you bring
they should have been
how do you
there
bring 'em in,
winning
though?
TNA, but that's a different story for a different day.
Bring him in though. Do we do a tournament style tag titles? Do we do a multi-team style match for the titles in the New Day or a surprise entrance?
I think they're going to do the Copa Cage match versus the Young Bucks at All In, and I think
That's what they're
after the
doing,
match,
yeah.
which I think the Young Bucks are going to win, that's when I believe you're going to get. That's when I think the New Day is going to pop up, and then we're going to get that feud.
That's just. Can y'all believe we live in a timeline where we're probably about to get Kofi Kingston and Austin Creed versus Adam Copeland and Christian Cage in an AEW ring?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Like 4 WWE legends wrestle
Awesome.
each other in an AEW ring. That's just crazy to me, at least.
Also, if y'all don't remember this, in an interview a couple years ago, the Young Bucks said they want dream matches against Motor City Machine Guns, CNC, and the New Day, and we got all 4 in that company together now.
Oh yeah.
Possibility.
Oh yeah. And we're getting Jericho and Kevin Knight for
Yeah.
the championship.
Yeah, and then Darby want the winner.
Jericho, sit
So
your
we're gonna get Darby
damn.
and Kevin Knight again.
Yeah.
And
Darby and
then-
Kevin Knight again, basically.
And
Well,
then
just one and done it, please. Just one and done the Jericho Kevin Knight shit, please.
Yeah, False Count Anywhere. He'll be all
that
in.
is shit.
Also, my question now: what do we do with Tekla?
With the who?
With Tekla, now that she lost her title,
I really wish she was part of this whole story with Mercedes and Willow because she does deserve that. On some
Well,
real-
I don't know. I'm just doing one thing. She's
That should actually have been a triple threat. I'm just being real. She carried that title when there was no Mercedes, later on no Tony, and then eventually no Willow. And she literally carried that division by herself, man.
And that stuff she did with Stardom was really good.
Yeah.
yes, it was.
Yeah,
Fuck
Forbidden
you,
Door. That
Stardom.
was the best freaking feud going on in the Forbidden Door was her versus Stardom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else? Like, I don't know.
We ain't mentioned Chelsea. Chelsea Green injury.
It's kind of sad because.
Oh yeah, Chelsea Green's injury. That's
Oh,
The
yeah.
I'm not
whole-
worried about Tekla. She'll be fine in the future, but it's like, damn, she did do a lot of hard work just for her to come up short.
I don't think she came up short. I feel like they're going to have her win again, as they should. But it makes you feel bad because she's probably going to get thrown some Sisters of Sin bullshit because they know what to do with Sky Blue and Julia Hart, because Megan Bain and Lena Cross are just not losing those titles.
No, they're definitely losing
They're
those
losing
titles.
it. They're losing.
They're losing those titles.
You got to
bro.
think at the Brawling Birds.
They're going to London. Jamie Hayter's going to get her moment. They're also going to set up that freaking picture with motherfucking what was it, with Ospreay and Windsor at the end when Ospreay wins the belt, so they both show off their titles. Bro, they're definitely winning.
Yeah, they won.
Finally,
that happened on Collision. They announced the match on Collision. I think so.
because whatever the fuck they're called,
The Divine Dominion.
Divine Dominion, they can break up and have Lena Cross go into the TBA title picture because I don't think she's ready for the world title scene yet.
Honestly,
Megan
I
Bain.
haven't really seen much of her. Like, as much as like, I hope to see more singles matches. Like, hopefully the singles matches show more of who she is.
And then we have Megan Bain going to the world title scene. She was there.
Yeah, I said
Her and Tony put on a banger at Dynasty last year.
Yes, I said Megan's win championship by next year. For in the next year.
Oh yeah.
Megan Bain should be women's world champion by All In next year.
Mm-hmm.
That's my opinion.
Oh snap! MVP said he's gonna have his final match next year. MVP.
Cool.
There's
Shout out
another
to
retirement.
And
All
also,
right, we got to find out when we'll be there.
yeah, and also we got an alliance between Shane Taylor Promotion and the Hurston Kid.
That's going to be interesting. I hope they actually do something with them.
Oh,
they haven't done much with the Hurt Syndicate this year. They haven't done much. I mean, they're starting to do more with STP. So,
yeah,
you know what's crazy? What you call it? Wrestle Dream is in October.
Wrestle Dream is in October. It's a week after Money in the Bank.
October 17th in Orlando.
Yep. Yeah, it's a week after Money in the Bank. That is, I think isn't that going to be Adam Cole's match?
Wrestle Dream.
I thought he said his last match was going to be a Wrestle, because that's where he debuted 3 years ago.
Well, Coke did put that freaking what's it called, that to-do list before he retires. So
yeah,
I don't even think it's going to be this year he retires.
So Full Gear is going to be in Phoenix, November 14th.
Because he had Mexico on there, Wembley on his list. But one thing on his list that he have yet to do also is face Kenny Omega yet.
Yeah, that was on the list. Face Kenny Omega, wrestle in the Tokyo Dome.
That's next year probably. The rest that's probably in January, February whenever they Wrestle Kingdom.
Wrestle Dream. Wrestle Dream.
So maybe Wrestle Dream 2027.
And then we got
October 10th.
Full Gear is November 14th. Full Gear.
Yeah, it's my birthday right there.
It's gonna be in Phoenix though. We're getting all
Happy early birthday.
Yeah, we're getting all out in September the 26th.
It's just stupid that it's going to be in Phoenix, bro. Like, you ain't going to do Full Gear in Detroit is wild.
Yeah, so all tickets go on sale on Monday.
Yeah, and we also might get
I go?
Huh?
You try.
We also might get AEW event towards WrestleMania next year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'll be another show. If that get announced, that's an emergency show. Like we will drop whatever we are doing. Even if some of us are sleeping, we'll wake our asses up and talk about that. Because that is insane if Tony Khan decides to pull that off.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been counter programming AEW for the last few years with their BS. So it's like, hey.
They have. But all counter programming or WrestleMania would be.
I mean, honestly, this
Top-tier
is the golden opportunity to do it because WWE's down at the time when they're going, and also the place that they're going, you know, people already have an issue with that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's a golden opportunity to counter program, especially WrestleMania.
And AEW can take a stadium. AEW can fill a stadium. Like, if they were to do a stadium show here, they would sell a big stadium show. They would. I mean, yeah, we had All In last year, but that was in
Texas,
the Texas Rangers Stadium, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Baseball stadiums are just not. I don't. If you want my honest opinion, wrestling should go to a baseball stadium because of the shape of the stadium. It's never good. But if AEW were to go to like Ford Field in Detroit or Lincoln Financial in Philadelphia or wherever, they would sell it out if it was counter programming WrestleMania. Or we were talking about this off camera. AEW goes to one of 3 biggest stadiums in the country, either Michigan, Ohio State, or Penn State.
Mm-hmm.
Counter program or WrestleMania.
So do like some sort of show in the big house.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting. My question is, would those colleges even allow that?
I would think so.
If the money right, because if you even think about it, Ohio State, Penn State, and Michigan all got one of the best schools and they need money.
Well, not even that. I mean, the towns can handle it.
Yeah.
Each week for football games, they host at least 110,000 people just for a football game. Why not have a wrestling event?
Right. Because aren't they having war games in Houston this year?
Yep.
I think War Games. Isn't War Games in November?
War Games is in Houston.
Yeah, it's
War Games is in November, which
the final
pay-per-view of War Games, but
the final pay-per-view of the year before the road to the Rumble begins.
Yeah, are we gonna get back to Saturday night's main events again? It was really stupid when they did last year, but we're getting Houston in November. I would think AEW is going to be doing World's End in December.
Yeah,
I would think, and then maybe AEW does a TV special in January to counterprogram Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we also got the John Cena thing toward the end of the year. They're still doing
it. That'll probably be at the Saturday night's event that they do. It'll probably be they do the matches on the weekly shows leading to it, probably like the 2 weeks leading up to it, and then the final will be Saturday night's main event.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this year is shaping up to be if both companies, because I don't know what TNA is doing at this point.
Right.
Right now, I think MLP might be the third brand.
Exactly.
You know what work I'm enjoying? AAA. I love what they're doing with AAA right at this.
AAA doing a great job. Ray and Undertaker are killing it down there.
It's like I didn't expect it to be blocked. The fact that they went on they blossomed so fast. Like it grew so fast. I'm like I feel like every Saturday I got a Saturday to look forward to.
Oh,
AAA.
you know what we're forgetting?
What?
We have Mania coming up in a couple weeks too.
Triple Mania, yes.
It's on September 11th and 13th.
Yeah.
I'll be at GCW on September 11th.
Also, speaking of AAA, Sammy Guevara and Tay Conti might be going there soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ty's actually, I think she's stepping out of wrestling.
Oh.
But I think Sammy's going to AAA.
That's still cool. A couple of dream matches you could get out of Sammy Guevara there.
Also,
Sammy Guevara and
they got Damian Priest. They got Damian Priest there as well.
Yeah, true. Damian Priest is about to do some work in AAA.
Yep. So they're probably about to lose those titles.
Yeah, Damian Priest is about to win that vacant title, the Latin American Championship. That's what
he's gonna beat Vacant for the title. That sucks.
Yeah.
Nah,
man, Vacant just can't stop losing titles.
But shout out to Dom for doing that work, the excellent work he's doing.
Yeah, I gotta get Dom his credit in AAA. That man is carrying AAA right now.
He is killing.
This man probably about to lose that title. Though.
Yeah, he definitely gonna lose against Grand Americano. But this man said, "I'm gonna step away. I'm gonna step away for months. I'm gonna give you your shot, Grand Americano, your time just to see what you develop to be." And this man carried that brand by himself.
And I did read, like in a way, I read something that Dom is apparently unhappy with his direction in. They were unhappy with which
and he should be, honestly.
Which, and personally, I know it's gonna be a topic, but I'm gonna just touch on it a tiny bit. Like I don't blame him of how he feels. That he's the way he's going, the direction that they have him going. I don't blame him how he feels because the work he's doing in AAA, he's doing such a good job in AAA. Like he's like I said, in a way, he's kind of like the face of AAA right now. He's basically the face of the AAA company.
Yeah, I saw that post Marie, because he was talking about how he's booked in matches against Danhausen, and then on AAA, he's getting booked like he's a superstar.
Yeah, hopefully they do something. They come up with something.
But I kind of seen this coming, like WWE-wise. Once you get rid of the main OG, basically the Judgment Day time have their time already. You're not the bloodline. You can't keep this thing rolling and stay on top. Eventually they go lose thought and just give up on you, basically.
I feel like it's time for him to break off from Judgment Day. That's what I feel at this point.
See, yeah. You Dom and JD can leave the Judgment Day. You can keep the women's thing rolling because you got something. You got Liv as world champion, Raquel is IC women's champion. Then, if I'm right, actually, you could get Roxanne winning Money in the Bank and then cash it on Liv.
Yeah.
I don't know. Overall, we got an exciting year of wrestling coming to end this year off. Yeah. But folks, I think this is where we'll cap it tonight.
Do you want to put anybody in the bitch note real quick?
Dang, hold on. What the hell was it?
The rest of our co-hosts for not being here.
Dang right.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
our flight Yeah, I got one. Them flight companies that Philadelphia for you gotta wait 2 hours for the bathroom.
Oh yeah, Philadelphia Airport for the men's room, not for the men's under construction when I got off the plane.
Ooh, I hate that.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was
Minneapolis Airport, because our flight went from 8:15. I mean, our flight went from B7. 10 minutes later, oh, you gonna see 21? I said, make up your damn mind.
also Minneapolis Airport, because we got there, we had no idea that the two terminals, two separate buildings that you had to drive
Oh
to
yeah.
get to.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Marie's on the other side was.
Yeah.
She was on the other damn side, and not only that, but the one way of transportation that they had that was supposed to be running was under construction.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to find a whole other way to get over there. But also the guy on the bus who was rude to me. But anyways, I don't think you got somebody to put in the bitch now, Miss Marie.
For my flight, Uber in the bitch note, because when I was coming home, motherfucker, I was waiting for an hour. There was a driver that was 3 minutes away, canceled on me. On me, like legit. I didn't get home till like after 8.
Damn.
Like, Uber, you're going on the bitch note for that. And then my flight being delayed 30 minutes.
Yeah, I told you. But we told you about Frontier. We warned you.
I guess mine's are going to be some fictional people in the big show, especially since I said I called out the One Piece. Going off the egghead, Kizaru, you gotta be in the bitch note. You really stood back for a lot of the BS, and then you actually ended up killing Vega for no reason. I also say Saturn because he's a piece of shit.
Yep, and then this future arc might be crazy.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell y'all what. That's something that y'all can talk about on one of our weekly shows, weeknightly shows that we're gonna start up here soon. Probably within the next week or so. Probably not by this upcoming. Maybe within the next couple of weeks. We want to start doing nightly type shows.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we about to start different shows. We about to open the brand a bit. Talk about stuff like comics, animation,
games, sports.
Yeah. Maria could probably talk about fashion or something like that. I don't know. But
we all other things besides wrestling. So
yeah.
And as y'all know, football season's starting.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a few things to talk about, but I think that's gonna wrap up for this evening, folks.
All right.
It's been a wonderful pleasure talking with you guys. Don't forget, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, hit up the socials, fun stuff. And this has been your hosts, Internet Screwcast. Y'all have yourselves a wonderful week. See y'all next time.
Yep.
Peace.